1 hour later.
Okay, so I'm at LaGuardia Airport and I just finished check-in. Now since I had an Nexus, it was much easier because like literally the first half of the line I was able to just walk and I was like almost there. And then I got there. The thing about the Nexus, it's awesome because by doing that you don't have to remove your electronics, you don't have to take off your belt, you don't have to take off your shoes. Like you just put less things and stuff. Of course I need to go back because I need to put my phone away, which makes no sense because phones are electronic. And I lost my sunscreen in the process because it's too big. But other than that, it was fast and it definitely went well. So now I'm gonna go find my gate, and if there's breakfast nearby, I'm gonna go have breakfast. But this is awesome. Okay, so I found my gate at Milwaukee. Going to Milwaukee this time at the O'Hare Airport, which is awesome. And my plane is here. Since we have like an hour to spare, might as well get breakfast.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so I'm having breakfast at the Flatiron Tavern. I got myself a ham, cheese, and hopefully bacon omelet with some chocolate milk. Can't wait to try this omelet. Well, it doesn't look like just bacon, but it should be good. Really good.
20 minutes later.
I just got back to my gate and we're about to start boarding. I gave myself a time in, and to make things more convenient, I got a text saying that my plane is boarding, which is convenient if I'm out somewhere. And so at least I'll know that it's coming. So I'm about to get ready to get on the plane.
Later.
Our gate, we invite you to use the flight Delta app for important baggage and connection information. You may receive an email asking you to share your feedback. We value.
Okay, so I just got off the plane and I'm in Milwaukee instead of O'Hare. The airport looks nice there. I do need to get my suitcase, so I'm gonna go to baggage. Hopefully I find Dad there. But whether or not he's there, I'm definitely gonna find him. But it's definitely more convenient because you get to be closer to Dad. It makes things easier. So I'm gonna go get stuff and we'll see Dad. Well, this is a museum in an airport. Awesome.
Hour later.
Time to get lunch at the Pine Cone restaurant. It looks awesome.
Everything there was really good. I basically got myself a bacon double cheeseburger with fries. Like, it was really good and I enjoyed it. So I finished that and we were gonna leave. And then we went past the bakery and oh my god.
later.
Okay, so after a bit of a drive, I made it back. It's great to be here. But of course, we're not sticking around for long because we just dropped the stuff. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go to the movie to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I can't wait to see it. Oh, we got a new cat here. Hey, buddy. Nice to meet you.
Minutes later.
Oh boy, we're at the movies. Time to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
So we saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, it was really funny, and I really enjoyed it. Like, Dad and I were laughing our butts off. And then after that, we saw Grandma at the theater. It's great to see her again. And then after that, we had dinner.
Oh, the movies was fun. Time to get dinner, get some chicken at Dave's Hot Chicken. Good to be here again. Okay, we're at Little America, an amusement park. Let's see what interesting things we do today.
First off, I went on the merry-go-round. It was definitely really fun. And then after that, we went to the whirlwind twirl. You know, with those big giant things that just goes in circle while it goes up and down. Like, at first it was fine, but then a bit it got faster, which frightened me there. It's bad up to the point where I closed my eyes many times because it was scaring me there.
Okay, we went to the merry-go-round and then the Toka World, which is great. Now it's time to go to the bumper cars. Looks awesome. Oh boy, time to go on the monorail. A very peaceful ride. Can't wait to go on. Okay, time to go fly down the Tiger. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, time to go play some mini golf. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so now it ends inside the train. Let's do this.
The golf course was beautiful, and I really enjoyed it. It was getting close, and like holes were good, and then there's a few that just literally sucked. Like there was one you have to go through around the train and then go the other side. There were a few times where I got over the train, but it went so fast it went out of bounds, forcing me to restart, which sucks because I really wanted to get it in one go. And then there was the one trying to go inside the shed and have it go out the other way, but getting into the shed was the hard part because no matter how we do it, it's either I underdo it or overdo it. But I finally did it. And then there's hole number 16 that says like we just shoot inside the tube and have it go on top. Of course, that it's easier said than done because the gap you have is tiny. Because I mean, like, oh yeah, like if you better hit the tube, because if not, you're just gonna hit the rocks and be stuck like it was a long time. And by the time I got mine to the hole, Dad was still in the beginning. So we played, and at the end of it all, in the end, Dad wins. Dad got 82 strokes, I had 87. Yeah, despite the fact that Dad had 11 strokes in one hole, he still won. There was a point that I got where 4 out of 5 in a row were 8s, which sucked. Like if I didn't have an 8 on one of them, I could have won, but it was still so much fun and I enjoyed it. Now I wasn't able to record this, but after mini golf, we went into the haunted house. I mean, it's like you're just walking around on the house, and then there's this gray metal floor where you step on it, and then it activates a jump scare. Like, there's scary noise and stuff. And to top it all off, the space is tiny. You walk through the tiniest narrow space. Like, make it claustrophobic. Shame we weren't able to record it, but it was still so much fun.
Okay, we just been in a haunted house. It was fun. So now it's time to go kart racing. Can't wait to do this. And the go-karting was fun. Now it's time to go to the bumper boat. Okay, time to go around the park in a train. It's gonna be awesome.
I wasn't able to record the entire thing because I was out running out of storage, but the train ride was awesome. Like at the beginning, as what you see, we went past a campground, but there was more. We also went past to a farm with farm animals and a zebra. Why one singular zebra? I don't know, but it was so cool. Then we went into the tunnel, then we went past a ghost town, and then we made it back to the park. It was like around 30 minutes, like 30 minutes for the train ride, but it was like the best 30 minutes of our lives. So after that, I went into the tiny boat, then I went into the tiny car, and then I went down the slide. We ended it all with another round of bumper cars. There was also a hurricane machine that I wanted to go to, but Dad was like, nope. a shame I wasn't able to try it, but regardless, we had so much fun at the theme park. Like, so many good rides. But of course, my favorite one is the trains. Like, it was so much fun. I don't think anything could top that.
Okay, here we are. After a fun time at amusement park, we're back at Samba. It's good to be back here and have meat again.
Great being back at Samba. So for the appetizers, I had bread and butter with cheese.
Cheese.
And then I had like cheese bread. Then the main course, I had a Parmesan tenderloin, and then I had regular beef tenderloin with the side of rice. Like, it was really good and I really enjoyed it.
Dinner was good. Time to go get ice cream.
So what I got from the chocolate shop is the birthday cake ice cream, and it was really good. Now I did not have the birthday cake ice cream just because. No. I did it because of a special occasion, because one of the members of the family recently gave birth on that day. So because of that, I decided might as well get a birthday cake to celebrate the birth of a new life in the family. So, because it's really awesome. It's like, happy birthday to the new kid. Hey, why are you playing with my shoe? Why are you playing with my shoe? Silly cat.
I was gonna go to dinner somewhere, but it's not just dinner, there's also gotta be a concert. So we're getting ready to go. I can't wait for this.
30 minutes later.
get tacos at the Pancho's Taco Truck. Can't wait to have some Mexican.
Now, what I had for dinner was really, really good, really filling. I basically got a taco and burrito. The taco had a spicy chorizo with cheese, and then the burrito, I got a spicy chorizo, cheese, black beans, sour cream, and jalapenos. Like, it was so good and so filling. Now the other one, now there was another food truck where they were having burger tacos. So like a burger, but it's in a taco shell. Since it was tacos, like, might as well get myself Mexican food then. I'm glad I did, cause it was really good. Now originally I wanted to either get beef or chicken, but neither were an option, so that's why I went with chorizo. But still really good though.
Five hours later.
Here we are, Texas Roadhouse. Can't wait to have this again.
Roadhouse.
Here we are, Tan Alley. Time to go bowling. Here we are. So good to be back here again. Time for the rematch.
What an interesting game that was. Dad and I played 3 games. In the first game, I had a strong start, but Dad caught up to me. In the end, Dad wins 106-95. It's really good on my end, but I slowed down and Dad was picking up. But it was close. Then in the second game, we were closer as we were getting spares. But in the end, Dad won game 2, 124-89. So Dad wins again in the rematch. But since I was able to find my throw, I was confident in game 3. Then in the final game, I dominated as I got strikes and spares, and in the end, I won game 3, 120-91. It was so much fun. But those were not the main highlights of the game. No, the main highlight of this is the game being broken. Like, we hit, like, there were times where we hit pins, and then they fall, like, you know that when you bowl, it's like you go once, and then they pick up the pins that you didn't hit, and then sweep the ones you hit away, and then you hit again, and then you hit the pins, and then everything gets reset for the next frame. Well, we hit the pins, and instead of getting picked up, they fell early, which swept everything, which forced us to restart the pins, and the scores would either be inaccurate or nothing despite hitting the pins. I mean, it's like we got robbed of spares or strikes because of it. It's like we also got invisible spares and strikes, like we just threw the ball and hit nothing, yet it counted. Which so interesting there. Like, it was so cursed that it had to be fixed. It was definitely an interesting game to say the least, and probably the type of game that we may never see again.
Okay, go out for Portillo's. Let's be there again. Seems to be empty here today. It's quite crowd. Here we are at the Cracker Barrel. Time to go in. Oh boy, we're at Nerd Haven Arcade. A new arcade I've never been to. Should be awesome.
Video or game arcade looks so much fun. It's definitely not Geeksmania, it was a different one. So many games. So what? Start off, I played Super Mario Brothers, which is good. And then after that, I played Donkey Kong, which is good. After that, I played Pac-Man. And then after that, I played some F-Zero, which is really fun. After that, I played the Star Wars trilogy. It's like I complete all three missions. Three missions. Like the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I failed to kill Boba Fett. I successfully defeated Darth Vader, but then died trying to blow up the second Death Star. Like, I couldn't try again. It just died, and that's it. And then after that, I played Rampage World Tour, which is fun. And then last but not least, I faced my dad in the Mario Kart. And like I was winning a lot, he got some wins too. Like, it was so much fun. Like, the place was awesome, and we enjoyed it.
After a long night of video games, we're gonna go to Hooters. I actually never been there before. This should be interesting.
2 hours later.
Okay, so we're back from Hooters. It was my first time and it was really good. I had mozzarella sticks as an appetizer, but for the main course I had buffalo chicken sandwich with curly fries. It was delicious. It was great to have it for the first time. But of course you're probably asking about the girls and all that. Oh, did you look really good? But of course it was just a regular talk, not the talk, but I wasn't expecting that. I was just here for the food and nothing else. So we're back. I'm gonna go to sleep because tomorrow will be time for me to go. Can't believe it's done quickly, but Here's what it is. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Tomorrow!
Okay, so today is Saturday, August 24th. Today, this is it. Today is the day where I go home. So I just finished packing up and we're about to leave. Can't believe the week that's finished already. And of course, we're gonna go to the Mitchell International Airport again, not Chicago, which of course is convenient. So it's up in the morning, I'm all packed, and I'm ready to go.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I just arrived at Mitchell International Airport. Now I'm walking instead of showing security because security, it was easy. Like, I had no line. Like, I'm just able to go in and get security done. That's it. Finished like in less than 5 minutes. I'm already through. I'm gonna go find my gate with lots of time to spare. Yay! I was saved by random chance. This is perfect. Now I have time to look around and wait around and chill around until it's time for me to fly. So awesome. Okay, I have found my gate with over an hour to spare. Now it's time to look for lunch.
20 minutes later.
Okay, time to go have lunch at Nuna's. It looks really good. Can't wait to have it. Okay, we have spaghetti and meatballs. Looks delicious. Meatballs are good. I'll put the pasta. Really good.
1 hour later.
There's my plane. We're about to get on soon.
20 minutes later.
Okay, it is time for me to get on the plane. A bit earlier than usual, which means we're gonna get home earlier than usual, which is good news.
Later.
Ready for it. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened.
The plane has landed. Okay, so after a long flight, we made it to LaGuardia. Now I got my stuff. Like I was able to bring my luggage in, so I got everything. All I gotta do now is find Mom, and then I'll be finishing home. So glad to be home.
3 hours later.
Okay, after a long flight, I finally made it back home to New York. And I'm back for real this time, not just temporarily, but I'm actually back. Like I came back like around 6, and it's nice to be back. I had a good time, not only in Wisconsin, but also this whole summer. Like, if you haven't done so yet, I was in Canada, then I was at Camp Kiowa. So if you haven't done so, after you finish watching the Wisconsin videos, feel free to check those 2 out. It was so much fun and I enjoyed it. I'm so glad I was able to have a good summer like this. And with this, my summer is officially done. Well, not just yet, but pretty much close enough, as I'm gonna return to work in 2 weeks, which I'm really excited. I'm excited to go back to work and do more stuff with the DOE and stuff. But for now, I can finish relaxing and stuff.
There is no audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution Center. This is an intimate setting for two candidates who have never met.
Intimate? What? This is a presidential debate, not a date. And Trump is not a loving man. He is like the worst person you can ever date. Just look at Melania. She is unhappy and is trapped in a loveless marriage.
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago.
Wait a minute. Trump wasn't elected 4 years ago. He believes he was elected 4 years ago. But Biden was elected president 4 years ago, not Trump.
Well, I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing. And let's be clear where each person stands on the issue of what is important about respect for the rule of law and respect for law enforcement. The former vice president called for defunding federal law enforcement, 45,000 agents, get this, on the day after he was arraigned on 34 felony counts.
Oh, shots fired.
In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute, I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar? She went out.
Well, let's understand how we got here. On October 7, Hamas, a terrorist organization, slaughtered 1,200 Israelis, many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters. Because it is also true, far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. Children, mothers. What we know is that this war must end. It must end immediately. And the way it will end is we need a ceasefire deal and we need the hostages out. And so we will continue to work around the clock on that. Work around the clock, also understanding that we must chart a course for a two-state solution. And in that solution, there must be security for the Israeli people and Israel, and in equal measure for the Palestinians. But the one thing I will assure you always, I will always give Israel the ability to defend itself, in particular as it relates to Iran, and any threat that Iran and its proxies pose to Israel. But we must have a two-state solution where we can rebuild Gaza, where the Palestinians have security, self-determination, and the dignity they so rightly deserve.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right there. Send that clip to everyone, especially those who are making protests at schools and campus, to educate their mind. That is the truth. And we found the perfect solution. Now let's get that done. Like this clip. this one clip is perfect. It is perfect, down to the last minute details.
President Trump, how would you negotiate with Netanyahu and also Hamas in order to get the hostages out and prevent the killing of more innocent civilians in Gaza?
If I were president, it would have never started. If I were president, Russia would have never, ever, I know Putin very well, he would have never, and there was no threat of it either, by the way, for 4 years, have gone into Ukraine and killed millions of people when you add it up, far worse than people understand what's going on over there. But when she mentions about Israel, all of a sudden, she hates Israel. She wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu when he went to Congress to make a very important speech. She refused to be there because she was at a sorority party of hers. She wanted to go to the sorority party.
First of all, if she didn't go, then what is this? What is this? Look at this picture. Who is she? Who is she with there? Who is that? Who the fuck? And second of all, it was not a sorority party. It was the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority National Convention, an engagement scheduled before Netanyahu announced his visit to Washington and before Biden dropped out of the race. Yes, she didn't meet him during his address, but she met with him the day after. And it wasn't because she had to. She chose to visit him. And the sorority organization has meetings you can't miss, because those meetings amplify social health and economic justice.
If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president, and that we understand the importance of the greatest military alliance the world has ever known, which is NATO, and what we have done to preserve the ability of Zelensky and the Ukrainians to fight for their independence. Otherwise, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland. And why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans right here in Pennsylvania how quickly you would give up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
Oh! Shots fired! But it is true, though. He would eat him for lunch. He also eats his people for dinner. In fact, just thinking about it is making me hungry. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, as you can see, we have a Shake Shack that opened in Jackson Heights. Like, literally, as I'm recording this, it opened yesterday on September 12th. We've been waiting a long time for this, so I can't wait. As you can see the balloons of the grand opening, so let's go inside and get Shake Shack. Beautiful. Looks nice. Okay, got my food ready. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm back from Shake Shack, and what I got is really good. Got myself the bacon avocado cheeseburger with the side of fries, and I also got myself the cookies and cream shake. I would have eaten at Shake Shack, but it was too crowded, so I have to eat at home, but this is gonna be good. It's awesome that we have a Shake Shack in Jackson Heights now.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back from the new Shake Shack. It's really good. I'm so glad we have a Shake Shack close by. Now let's continue with this debate.
Donald Trump, when he was president, negotiated one of the weakest deals you can imagine. He calls himself a deal maker. Even his national security advisor said it was a weak, terrible deal. And here's how it went down. He bypassed the Afghan government. He negotiated directly with a terrorist organization called the Taliban. The negotiation involved the Taliban getting 5,000 Taliban terrorists released. And get this, and the president at the time invited the Taliban to Camp David, a place of storied significance for us as Americans, a place where we honor the importance of American diplomacy, where we invite and receive respected world leaders. And this former president...
She came close. She came close to calling him a fucking asshole. Though I would not blame her if she did say that, because she is right.
As president, invited them to Camp David because he does not again appreciate the role and responsibility of the President of the United States to be commander-in-chief with a level of respect. And this gets back to the point of how he has consistently disparaged and demeaned members of our military, fallen soldiers, and the work that we must do to uphold the strength and the respect of the United States of America around the world.
Exactly. Like, why invite terrorists to Camp David? It's like you plan a birthday party for your Jewish friend and thought it would be a great idea to celebrate it at Disney World? Disneyland? No. Alcatraz. Like, no.
You have long vowed to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. You have failed to accomplish that. You now say you're going to keep Obamacare, quote, unless we can do something much better. Correct. Last month, you said, quote, we're working on it. So tonight, 9 years after you first started running, do you have a plan, and can you tell us what it is?
Obamacare was lousy health care, always was. It's not very good today. And what I said, that if we come up with something, and we are working on things, we're going to do it, and we're going to replace it. But remember this. I inherited Obamacare because Democrats wouldn't change it. They wouldn't vote for it. They were unanimous. They wouldn't vote to change it. If they would have done that, we would have had a much better plan than Obamacare. But the Democrats came up. They wouldn't vote for it. I had a choice to make when I was president. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, never going to be great, or do I let it rot? And I felt I had an obligation, even though politically it would have been good to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in that administration. We read about the bad ones. We had some real bad ones, too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me just explain. I had a choice to make. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did the right thing. But it's still never going to be great, and it's too expensive for people. And what we will do is we're looking at different plans. If we can come up with a plan that's going to cost our people, our population, less money and be better health care than Obamacare, then I would absolutely do it. But until then, I'd run it as good as it can be run.
That is definitely a lot to say, but I do have one problem with it. You didn't answer the question. Do you have a plan? Yes or no? Plain English.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now.
Really? A concept of a plan? Having a concept of a plan does not count as having a plan. Either you have a plan or you don't. What an interesting debate. It's definitely better than the last one. Kamala Harris absolutely nailed it. She absolutely destroyed him. Like, Trump was losing his mind like crazy, while Kamala was calm. Pretty much like every man and woman in politics. He knows he's finished, and desperately trying to win, but he only made things worse for himself. Like, I'm telling you, once election day comes along, it is over for him, and there is nothing Trump can do to save himself, because he did the same things on this debate that he did on the last debate. The only difference is that, unlike the last one where Biden was off, Kamala stood strong. So Trump, if you want one more chance to beat her, how about have another debate so you can try again? That is the only hope you have to win in it. Wait. Trump said he's not gonna have another debate.
I have a plan.
You have a plan?
Absolutely. I have a plan.
First of all, you're copying Kamala Harris when she said that she has a plan. Second, I don't even believe that you have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan.
Really? You have a concept of a plan? How much? What percentage?
25.
25? It's real. It is real. That is the most real, authentic, hysterical, unhinged, comedic, biblical, iconic, phenomenal, legendary, dynamic, divine, badass, exposed, epic, diabolical, infectious laugh of my entire fucking life, because you don't have a plan.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Who cares if it is better than 20? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Thank you very much.
Dana, the evidence is the first-hand account of my constituents who are telling me that this happened. And by the way, I've been trying to talk about the problems in Springfield for months, and the American media ignored it. There was a congressional hearing just last week of angel moms who lost children because Kamala Harris let criminal migrants into this country who then murdered their children. The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast. You had one interview with her. You talk about pushing back against me, Dana. You didn't push back against the fact that she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which is why a lot of Americans can't afford food and housing.
You just said that you're creating
a story.
About
public policy.
Sir, you just said that you're creating the story.
What's that, Dana?
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not.
We are creating. We are.
This is my second year working at the DOE, working at PS19 as a school aide. So already I finished my first year there, and let's talk about it. So of course my first year with the DOE was in the 2023-2024 school year. It was definitely an interesting one. I mean, like, I already explained what I usually do during the day in that specific year, but I'll explain it again. I just come in like 10 o'clock, and then I help set up the cones outside for recess and dismissal. I also either go upstairs and keep an eye on one of the halls to make sure the kids go by and not run in the halls or stuff like that. Another thing I would usually do to start out the day is worked in the laminating room. It's like there's like supplies that the teachers need, either to have it laminate, have it get bigger posters, or both. So I usually just spend a lot of time on that and getting those done. Now I'm not the only one that does it. There's also another school that does it as well there. But there's one thing I do that after I'm done, like after I'm done laminating stuff, I take the supplies that are finished and then send it to the teachers. Now that was not a decision. That was not something that I needed to do. It was something that I chose to do. Because I wanted the teachers to get what they need sooner rather than later. That way they don't have to walk down and around to get it. I mean, it's like, why wait? Why go down when you get a chance, when you can get your stuff as soon as it's done? So I did a lot of those, and a lot of them remembered me for that. So that's how I usually start my day. And then after that, I work during lunch or recess. Like, it's like if I'm in lunch, I watch the classes, look around the cafeteria, and make sure everybody was eating and they're not running around and all that, and that they follow the rules. I mean, it's like, and in a kindergarten case, I check the bathrooms to make sure that no one's playing around and make sure there's not too many people inside there. And then for the bathroom, it's like when it's like 5 minutes left until the lunch period's over, I close the door so that no one else can come in, and then I open the door again 5 minutes after the next lunch period starts. So recess pretty much the same. Like I'm outside with the classes and stuff, and make sure everyone follow the rules and everyone's playing and all that, and then we send them inside the cafeteria or just have them wait until the teacher arrives, depending on who goes first and who goes second. So, and then after that, I pretty much did the same as I did in the beginning, which is laminating or checking the halls until dismissal, in which I go down and help out with dismissal. Like, I just make sure the visitors are in to pick everyone up and they do it correctly. And then if the parents are late, we send them inside, and then I help out with the sign-in sheets to have them get picked up. If the parents are really, really late, whatever kids we have left, we send to the main office, and then the parents would go to the main office and sign them there. And then I clock out at 3 o'clock. But since I don't have a lunch break, I always go into the school aid lounge and have my lunch, and then leave. So that is pretty much my usual days at PS19 last year. And I definitely did a lot. Did a really good job on that one. Now, of course, there were other things that I did. So like there were several times where I needed to pick up the kids and either bring them to the main office or to the nurse or to the after school program on certain days. Pretty much depends on stuff. Like I have the usual classes and stuff, but like when there's a school aide not there, I watch their class and all that. So it changes a bit of the time. Of course, there were several times that I helped out in the main office, like I just sort out the roster and make sure all the information is down correctly and everything they need, which is really good there. So pretty much everything I needed to do, I do it. I would say that I did a good job, but I can't really say that because to say I did my job, did a good job is a gross understatement. Looks like I end up becoming the most dominant school aide in all of PS19. It's like pretty much everybody knows me there. It's so much so that that Christmas vacation was coming close. And then, like in December, during the Christmas time, I got a lot of presents from many staff. Like, a lot of presents. Like, I got presents from the principal, I got it from the assistant principals, and teachers, you named it. Like I got cards, I got candy, I got a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. And then I got a lottery ticket, which I won $2, which is really interesting there. So this first half was interesting. The second half, even more interesting, because from January to April, there was an event that we had, which is the PS19 Movement Challenge, which is basically staffs participate in creating the walks and distance and time that they walk over time. So we pretty much we paid $30 to participate, and whoever had the longest walking time wins everything. So I was one of the many participants, and let me tell you, I walked a lot, especially just this beginning of the and the end of the day, since I walked to and from work from home. So I definitely had an advantage there. Of course, the only disadvantage is that I can't walk around the school outside the school during that. So I'd have to wait for a bit. But I was so committed to the challenge that I'd only walk when I had to. There were a lot of other times that I choose to walk, like specifically after dinner. Like I walk around the neighborhood at night for hours. And I did really, really, really good there. So, I mean, it's like I always end up in the top 10 weekly on walk-in. It's like the highest I ever finished was the last week where I finished 3rd place. Because I just walked so much. Yet in the end, I didn't win. The winners were the 2 gym teachers. Like, I don't know exactly what my placement is, but I'm certain that I'm definitely somewhere in the top 10, even if not the top 5, because like I've consistently finished in the top 5 for most of the time. But it was really so much fun, and I got more fit because of it. Like, it's like, I mean, it's like not just for that, but also I didn't use public transportation to work. Unless I was running late, of course, then I needed that. But like when I started with the DOE in September, I weighed nearly 240 pounds. After my first year in PS19, I was down to 199 pounds. So I pretty much lost like over 40 pounds during my year in PS19. Of course, I gained some weight during the summer, but it was definitely big and it was definitely helpful there. So like I said, I did a lot of work. So like there came the shout outs. Every week, there's always like a staff, a class, and a student that gets shout outs from people. Like people vote on the shout outs. Many got shout outs, and guess who got a shout out in March? Me. I got a shout out. I got a shout out for helping the teachers be ready and have what they need for each day. It was definitely really good there. It definitely felt good to be honored and to be remembered for all the work I've done there. And it's definitely very fulfilling there. And I'm always ready to do more. Which, of course, I did. It's like there was always a lot of fun events around, like, it's like there's Teachers Appreciation Week and Staff Appreciation Week. Like Staff Appreciation Week in May was interesting. Because to start off on Monday, we got food that we took. Like the food was delicious and stuff. But not only that, we also got ice cream at the ice cream truck. It's like there was an ice cream truck literally parked in the school, and then we had ice cream, which was really good. Tuesday, the staff had manicure. I didn't participate in that one, but I know a lot of staff had, and it was really good. Then on Wednesday, we got gifts from the Parent Association office. Like, we got the water bottles. Like, we got the water bottles of PS19 called the Panthers, which is a basketball team, which is cool. The Panthers team, or a basketball team for PS19, it's like they play around and they got tournaments and stuff. And PS19 made history last year. As for the first time in history, the PS19 Panthers made it to the championship. Sadly, they lost, but it was still a great season, and I hope they can win the championship, because I'm confident about that. Though I wish that Panthers team won and not the Florida Panthers in the Eastern Conference Finals, because they faced my Rangers. Like, this meme pretty much summarizes how I feel after the Eastern Conference Finals. And then on Thursday, we got VIP service with snacks and drinks, which is really good, and I had those. And then Friday, we got smoothies. Like, I got myself a smoothie built with banana, blueberry, and strawberry. It was okay and very filling. So filling that I couldn't finish it all. But it was definitely a great week there. And then there was even more. There was extra things I did, because, like, from April to May, I participated in Ready, Set, Grow. If you don't know what Ready, Set, Grow is, it is a program aimed at providing newly arrived and students and temporary housing students with additional academic and enrichment support. The program is designed to encompass a broad spectrum of activities focusing on academic enrichment, social emotional well-being, and recreational engagement, all curated to address the distinct needs of our newly arrived and student with temporary housing students. It's like it's for the morning into the early afternoon. Like, what happens is that those students would go inside, and then they had a class session learning about future grades and how to live and stuff. I was one of the school aides accepted to help out with that program, which was hosted by PS19. It's like, hoping the program is good enough, but to be one of the hosts of this event, it's definitely an honor. It's like, there were a lot of things I did there. It's like I was watching the cafeteria, pretty much like lunch, and then while they were in classes, I took some books and distributed them to the students in classes, and I would give them lunch boxes and stuff and bags. Now, one of the days for that we started, we had a big feast for everybody, and oh boy, they looks amazing.
You're such a good bunch. I can't see.
Like, this is a big thing for the kids, especially since they're in temporary housing. It's like they barely get to have this. It's like, to me and a lot of others, it is a feast. But to the kids with the temporary housing, this is Thanksgiving/Christmas. It's like this is the Thanksgiving and Christmas they've always dreamed of. Even though it didn't happen in either of those, but there was a lot for everybody and everybody was happy. Of course, I didn't get to have any of them, but it doesn't matter to me. What's more important is that the kids have them. And then the next day, we had more great feasts, like the lunch.
Starting at second, they're gonna line up one at a time. They're going to put the things that. To the teachers.
Really good. Like, there's empanadas, there's chicken, there's pasta. So much good food there. Now, I wasn't able to have any of it, but at the end of the day, the teachers had pizza. So I had pizza as well, and of course it was delicious. And we had fun activities there. One of them that I remembered is during the class session where everyone came down and we had a stuffed animal machine. So we got this machine with stuffing and stuff, and then we got flat animals. What they do is put them inside, and then they use the machine, and then we make a stuffed animals. Like, that was I was so fascinated by that, and so were the kids. It's like so many got new toys for free. And it was really nice to see them happy with those toys there. It's like I've fully learned how stuffed animals are made, and it's amazing. It's like it went from April to the start of May. It's like it was literally a fun program. Like, I knew it was going to be fun the moment it appeared, and then now that I did it, I felt proud of it. And it's like that program was so amazing. And to make things even better, in May, I got a shout out yet again as one of the staff members who worked Ready, Set, Grow over the break. Part of it happened in spring break. So instead of having spring break like everyone, while many people were relaxing at home, I spent the spring break helping with this program. It was so amazing, and it was an honor to have it hosted at PS19, and I'm so glad I was able to help out with the program and with the children. And with that shout out I mentioned, I became the only school aide. Not only I'm one of the few school aides get a shout out, but I'm the only school aide to get more than one shout out. I mean, getting a shout out is amazing enough, but when you get another one, you just did a lot there. For this time around, after all we did for that program and with the community, it definitely made perfect sense. Like, I'm so glad I got to be there for most of the program. So of course we continued to work and work and work. And then the end of it all in June was the most fascinating, because on June 7th we had a end of year barbecue. Now the thing is it's like a lot of things happening. I mean, it wasn't just the barbecue. There were a lot of events going on. It's like, there were different tents. Like, we had manicure, we had art, we had massages, and we had a DJ playing the music. It's like really fun. Like, there was a lot of food. Cause, I had a burger, a hot dog, and some of the potato things. Like, I wanted to have fries, but they ran out. Well, that is because on that same day, I had to do a orientation at right before this. So I missed out in the beginning, but I was able to get that done, and I was able to come back. Luckily, the school was nice enough to save some food for me, which is good. And then June 21st leads to something which is my favorite part of working with the DOE. The last year, we had the staff year-end party. We had a party at Verdi's, which is a catering place like across Island Parkway. Like, if you've been to Verdi's, you know that the place is beautiful. It's like everything was fancy, and then we had a dance floor, and then we had a DJ. It's like there was a lot of good food, and we had drinks and stuff. Like, I had pasta, and then the main course I had chicken parmesan with potatoes, and then I had cake as a dessert. And there was also a photo booth that staff took pictures on, which is really cool. It's like that day, that night was special, not only because we're celebrating the end of the year, but also there were 3 staff members that were gonna retire. It's like everybody was looking amazing there. It's like the guys were looking cool. The ladies were wearing dresses and stuff. I was the only guy that wore a suit. So I definitely got a lot of attention there, and everybody was really happy to see me at the party. It's like, it's like I talked to a lot of people at that party. Like, everybody was dancing, everybody was having a good time and everything. It's like everybody wanted to dance with me, which I said no every time. Everyone wanted to take a photo of me, which I say yes every time. And there were times where I had to be the one to ask someone to take photos. It's like I got a lot of attention. It's like I was literally like the MVP of the party, even though the real MVPs are the ones that are retiring. But that night, it was definitely amazing. It was like definitely the best way to end the school year. And at the end of it all, we finished the school year. And that just like Christmas, I got gifts from staff. It's like the day before the last day of school, I got cookies plus a thank you card with $10 in it. Like, it wasn't a lot as compared to Christmas, but it was still really nice there. It's like, I felt very happy there. It's like amazing. So I mentioned in the last video, but with working with this, like I mentioned, I walked in and from work, so I pretty much save money on travel. And since I'm eating at the school, I pretty much get my own lunch with me, which helped me save tons of money as well. Not only that, but I have good medical insurance. It's like all the other years I had medical insurance, I paid every month. How much do I pay per month for medical insurance? 0. I only pay when I have visits and surgeries and stuff, but other than that, I save a lot of money in medical insurance, which is really, really good. And it's gonna get better as as my pay will go up every year. Wow. That pretty much sums up my rookie year at PS19. Like, what a year that was. I'm currently doing year 2, and I still can't believe I'm working for the DOE. It's like, so much has been done, and it was a great year. It's like, I'm glad I got to help out and get work done. And it's an honor to help out. It's nice to help the kids lead to a better future. And it's an honor to help out with the staff and to be recognized by so many staff. It's like I'm pretty much the face of the school. It's like pretty much everyone knows me, and I'm definitely popular with staff and students. It's like I'm honored to help all of them out and for their appreciation. It's like, I appreciate the hard work. I appreciate the hard work of the students, and I appreciate the hard work of the staff helping students every day. It's like, I'm so glad I got to work with the DOE, and I'm so glad to be part of PS19. Like, it wasn't always easy, even though I made it look easy since I am elite, but we made it. For anybody out there, if you ever get the opportunity, you should go work for the Department of Education. It's like, you're gonna deal with a lot. You're gonna have a lot of challenges. You're gonna have kids facing challenges. You have a lot of responsibilities to do. You're gonna experience great moments. You're gonna experience sad moments. Like, all in all, it's pretty much a well-balanced experience. But when you clock out and go home for your summer vacation, you gotta remember everything that you've done. You're gonna remember everything that the kids have done. You're gonna remember everything that the teachers have done. And you're gonna have a different appreciation of life. And I definitely have. And I'm not just saying that because I'm pretty much the face of PS19, but also because we got a lot done and everybody is happy, and that makes me happy. Like, that's the point of me working with the DOE, to help the students and help the staff and to help our young generation live amazing lives and to have them learn to prepare for the future. And it's definitely a great feeling to help out with the community and stuff. And I'm definitely can't wait to do more, which I already am, but still, whatever happens will be very exciting. So that is it about my summary of the DOE. Now it's been a while since I made videos on this, so I didn't mention this, but I'm happy to announce that on April 21st, after 4 years on this channel, my channel has reached 1,000 views. Like, it took a while since I am less active on that channel, but I eventually made it. Like, thank you guys so much for your support. Please continue to support this channel and also my main channel, Justin McGolan. And please work for the DOE. It's like, it is a fun experience, and I know you will enjoy it. Oh, come on, Jones! Go, 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 go! Yeah! Jones!
Yay, good job. High five.
Go! Yeah! Heedle!
Oh, Heedle, good job. High five.
Power play goal!
Off the corner board, Harbaugh. Got the chip and clear. He's kept in by Truba. Works his way down. Pass through to Jones.
Yeah! Jones again!
Wow, is that his second goal?
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
And it's a 1-goal game. Imagine if Jones
I thought maybe he had 3 goals.
No. But it would be something if he did.
So he got 2 goals, and who got the other one? Oh, we only got...
Heedle.
Oh, Heedle.
Riley Smith got it to Zibanejad. Trocheck.
Go! Yeah!
Hi!
Kreider! And the game is tied! It's just like, you don't want to call a tripping penalty, you're not going to give us a power play, no problem. We're still going to score to tie it anyways.
Where does he live?
We're told there will be a shootout if necessary.
Maybe Long Island?
We'll figure this out.
Either that or Jersey.
Yeah!
Yes!
Edstrom!
Extra! Good job! Yes! High five!
Time for the early train!
Oh!
Truba's getting
So
one
it's 4 goals in 5 minutes or something like that?
Yeah. Truba's definitely getting one of the assists. And Jones getting the assist as well. So a 3-point game for Zach Jones.
Zibanejad trying to move it. He backs it down. It's kept in by Dobson.
Yeah, Kreider! Yeah!
And we came back from 4-1 to 6-4.
Yeah. It was 4-1.
6 minutes of this game. Good defensive play.
5 goals in
They're on their feet at the Garden. Suck it, refs!
What'd you say?
6-4.
What did you say?
Suck it, refs. They desperately tried to give the Islanders to win, but too bad for them. They failed. It was 4-1, and we came back to win it.
Brzezinski's been matched up against Pasternak a couple of times here. And stayed with him well.
Ooh! Oh, go, Hoffman! Go, 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 go! Yeah! Hoffman!
He had a goal the other day.
Nope.
This is his first one?
Yeah.
His first Ranger goal, but it's
No, first of the preseason.
Right. But he never had a Ranger goal, did he?
Right. Oh, so Dorff lost it, and then Hoffman just sneaked by.
He squeezed in on the edge. Good job, Brendan.
The defensive play by Mancini against Morgan Geekie.
Now Mancini started, he was on the right side. He looked and saw Geekie was behind him and behind his defense partner, so he...
Oh yeah! Brodzinski!
Oh, very good. Oh, I looked down for a minute and I didn't see it. Show it to me again. Good job.
Good effort by Brodzinski in front.
He did not advance the runner.
Brandon Nimmo 1 for 9 in this series, and he whacks one into center field for a base hit. Lindor to third. It's going to be waved around. The throw by Perkins hits the mound, and Lindor scores, and the Mets have the lead.
Good
Brandon
start.
Nimmo drives in the first run of the day. Aggressive base coaching by Mike Sarbaugh. The throw by Perkins hit the...
That game, not lose that game.
No.
Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball line to left field. That is a base hit for Alvarez in front of Collins. Martinez scores 2-0 Mets. Alvarez's second hit, and the Mets tack on another. On a day where they win, the Diamondbacks lose, and they're in. The Mets are up early, and their fans behind the third base dugout are up on their feet as well.
Let's go.
Diamondbacks back. Sorry. Here's the 2-1. That's ripped to right field. A base hit over first into right. Alvarez getting waved around. He's heading home. Churio's throw cut off. Alvarez scores standing up. Taylor goes first to third. And Lindor makes it 3-0 in the fourth inning.
Let's go.
And those MVP chants. He may be the Mets MVP only this year, but he looks good today. He's been on twice. And as he's at first and Taylor's at third, here comes the pitching coach, Chris Hook.
Oh, Taylor's on third.
Very aggressive as he's been all afternoon. And Ray to the belt, the payoff pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to left. Pretty deep but playable. Collins back, makes the one-hand catch. Coming down the line to score is Vientos. The other runners hold. Two men away. Sacrifice fly for Alvarez. The Mets are leading by a score of 4-0.
Well, Alvarez, again, a big game for a lot of names for the Mets. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, a second RBI, the sac fly. He's had a very nice game.
Milner might be in a similar position. Here's the 2-1. Lindor hits it in the air to deep right field. Churio back onto the track at the wall. It's gone! Francisco Lindor! Has hit his 32nd home run of the year, and the Mets have a 5-0 lead. And Francisco is feeling pain in his back. It certainly hasn't been exacerbated by carrying this ball club on it today as he's done all year. Number 32 for Lindor. 5-0 Mets. Going to Atlanta, needing to win one tomorrow. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. Put it in the books. Edwin Diaz throws the slider by Collins. He strikes out 3 in the inning. And the Mets will pack up and presumably get out of here as fast as possible with a doubleheader scheduled for tomorrow in Atlanta.
Oh, yes, run. Go. Get home. Go. Yeah. No shutout, and we got a guy on second.
You gotta believe.
He was on the line and just didn't get there. That ball just on the chalk.
Good job, Ursulum. So they're rooting for
Yes! Go! Yes! It's a 1-run game. And we got 2 guys on base.
Oh, because it's 2 different wild cards.
Yeah.
One for the national.
Oh, yes! Go home, Marte! Go! Get home! Go! Yes! Marte is home! And it's a tie game!
Who was that who just hit that?
Iglesias.
What's his first name?
Jose. And we got a guy on first and third. Another base hit will give us the lead.
That's a good pitch, and that is good hitting. Oh, boy. Remember in Arizona?
I seriously hope the bullpen continues to suck for the Braves. Hopefully the only good pitchers are the starting pitchers.
That guy was that was Alvarez, right?
The plus sign.
What? The one that was...
Go! Come on!
Harris is there, tagging his Lindor.
Run! Go! Yes! He stole home! And the Mets have the lead! Yeah!
Very good. High five.
Yes!
Too bad it wasn't a home game. Then we wouldn't have to play the
ninth
bottom
then.
of the ninth once we get there.
Yeah. Come on, Nimmo! It's out of here! Nimmo! With a home run!
2-run home run!
And we got 6-3 lead!
Unbelievable. Remember how I said they should get 6 goals? We had gotten 6 goals in the third period. Well, now they just got 6 runs.
Yeah, we're down. We were down 3-0, and now we're at 6-3.
And they're copying the Rangers.
So the Mets get to the strength of the Braves bullpen.
Who's with Gary? What's his name?
Keith Hernandez. Oh, looks like they're changing pitchers again.
Well, they figured, if they can win this game, they don't have to worry about the next one.
And then Sticker went for the kill, and it didn't work out.
OMG.
Iglesias will have him for the second game, which now might turn into a must-win game for the Braves if the Mets can hold this lead.
Oh, Gary Cohen. Gary Cohen. Keith Hernandez is the other guy. I've only been paying attention to the guy calling the game, Gary Cohen.
That is inspiring, folks.
That is inspiring.
Wow, he can really jump. He must be jumping like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
He's the catcher, right, Alvarez?
Yeah.
On the brink of making the postseason.
And this guy, he's like, oh my goodness, please help us.
House of Horrors in Atlanta.
Well, hopefully they can get some help in the second game.
Lindor gets under one to center field.
Come on, Lindor! Come on! It's out of here! It's out of here! Lindor! We got the lead back!
High five! Oh, wow!
OMG! And I called it! I said... He saved many times before. I need him to do it again. And he just did. Let's go.
Someone texted you?
No.
Oh.
And the Mets leapfrog in front 8-7 on Lindor's.
If we can add more to it, it will be better.
Yeah, because once we go to the bottom,
we need to hold.
Yeah. Right?
2-2. Ground ball.
Come on, get him out, finish it. Go finish. Yes! It's over!
Yeah.
The ball game is over! The Mets have done it! We're down 3-0, came back, then we choked, and we came back in the final inning. The Mets have done it! They're going to the playoffs!
7.
Wow.
Yes!
I'm telling you. Scoreless through 7, and they score 8 runs in the 6th in the 8th, 2 in the 9th.
Thank you, Lindor.
He also drove in a run in that 6th-run 8th.
You know, Keith, it was Mendoza's steadiness in May when they were one of the worst teams in the game. He never changed the way he managed his ball club. They came out of it, they changed the narrative, and now they're a postseason team.
A phenomenal game.
When is the first? Is the wild card just one game?
Well, no, wild card it's a series. It's 3 at most. It's a best out of 3.
Oh, so if you win 2 in a row, then you.
Well, not in a row, just 2 in general. Then you then you win the series.
Right, but if you won the first 2, then you wouldn't have to play a third, right?
Right.
And when does that start?
The wild card series starts tomorrow.
With a bad back. Didn't quite look like himself when he first returned to the lineup. But the last couple of days, he has been full Linsanity. And his 2-1 homer put the Mets over the top today.
Linsanity.
Yeah.
That's like they named Linsanity after that basketball player that was on the Knicks years back. His last name was Lynn, and they were calling it Linsanity because everybody was so excited about him at the time. So now I guess they switched it over to be Lindor's thing, Linsanity.
That they had the final 4 months of this season.
He was an Asian guy, I remember that.
To the postseason.
All the Asians that work were
and it's a long year. Look
excited
at them all
about
down there. You start in spring training, and then this is the end. 7 months. There's the owner, Steve Cohen, right there, out there, very pleased, of course, with his bunch.
Jeremy
it's a long
Lin.
year, and boy, to get to the postseason, it's just such a great feeling. They had their team meeting on May 30th. 67 and 39. They went from that day.
They were 11 games under 500 at that point. J.D. Martinez said, everybody's written us off. Let's go have some fun. And the Mets have had plenty of fun. Best team in baseball over the last 4 months. And that man, if he's not the MVP of the league, he is certainly the MVP of this team. And every time...
Yeah, definitely.
What did they say about him?
Lindor.
He's the MVP.
Yeah, and if he's not... Oh, there you go.
Edwin Diaz pushed further than...
And he threw the glove down.
3 pitches today on the heels of 26 yesterday. And Francisco Alvarez, who was upset with Diaz in the prior inning.
So I guess that they won't use Diaz in the second game, right? Because they want to save him for tomorrow.
And also they have other pitchers they could use and other players.
And it's not that important for them to win.
It's important for the Braves now.
Right. But if I were the Mets, I would let Diaz rest at least for the rest of the day.
Better yet, our main stars rest. And if we could just let the minor league new guys play the second game so we can give them a chance to get them experience.
From Iglesias when he joined the team. The veteran leadership
So-
of J.D. Martinez.
How many games are in the wild card?
3. I just told you.
3 in each league.
But the wild card series is 3 games at most. Best
but
of
how
3.
many teams are in the wild card?
In both leagues.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a liner to right field. Base hit.
Yes!
It's going to head towards the right
Come
field
on.
corner. Vientos turns third. He'll score. Alonso to third.
Yeah.
He's going to be waved in. The ball slow coming out of the corner. The cutoff throw is dropped, and going all the way to third is Winker. 2-run score. And the Mets have come right back. And isn't that their mantra? They've come right back to tie the game 2-2.
The game is tied.
With nobody out.
Jesse gives a look to that third base dugout with his hands to his sides, pushing the air down, saying, calm it down. We've got this. I've been here before. A few of us have been here before. And once again, Jesse Winker wins the one-on-one against Freddie Peralta. You can make him 7 for 19, 5 extra base hits, and this a huge triple to bring in 2.
Frelick, the right fielder, just hurled his relay throw
A
in.
triple.
Just over
Let's
the glove
go.
of Turang. Maybe it caught a piece of it because then it skipped a little bit away from Hoskins. And that allowed Winker to go all the way to third. He's credited with a triple. And how do you like that? The Mets hit the fewest triples, along with the Atlanta Braves, of any team in the National League this year. Winker at third, 2 runs in, a 2-2 game, and he's about to throw his 39th pitch.
39
3-1.
already.
Here it comes to Marte. Swinging a drive in the air to straightaway center. Mitchell going back. It'll score a run. Mitchell makes the one-hand catch as he backpedals onto the warning track. Winker tags, scores from third. Sacrifice fly for Marte. The Mets are leading by a score of 3-2.
Marte's out, but Winker made it home. And the Mets have the lead.
So much different than what happened in the first inning, and now the Mets are in front after giving up
really
2
have a
early
sluggish
runs,
start,
and the
but we
bullpen is
woke up
for
quickly.
The Brewers are
Iam's first pitch to Iglesias, hit hard towards first, diving stop by the first baseman. Hoskins flips to the bag, safe, and now all the way around to score is Taylor. Hoskins went into a dive, made the play. The pitcher, Piamps, was on his way to the bag to take the throw, but coming around third and never hesitating was Taylor, and he brings home the tying run. It's 4-4.
How many times this year have we said
the game is tight
who puts his head down
again?
the most and runs the hardest, despite how hard he hit the ball? Jose Iglesias. This is a ball that Hoskins thinks I'm going to get. Flip to my pitcher. He hits a high flip, and Iglesias dives head first into the bag before the throw hits the pitcher, and the pitcher hits the bag. That is all on Iglesias' hustle right there.
And Piamps a little late getting over as well. He did not break immediately off the mound, but now he can break as slowly as he wants because he's going to the showers. As Piamps has allowed the Mets to come right back and tie the game. Brandon Nimmo will be the batter, and this pitching change is brought to you by the New York Lottery. Get out there.
Oh, they're changing pitchers
for a chance to win.
This has been an elusive third out for the Brewers pitching staff.
If you're not, or at least get the guy on third home to give us the lead back.
Bases loaded, 2 out on the 5th. First pitch, line the other way, base hit right field.
Yes!
Lindor is in. Iglesias being waved in. Frelick's throw to the plate. Not in time. Sliding in safely is Iglesias. 5-3 New York.
Yes!
Goes to third. Vientos on at first with a 2-run single. His second hit of the game.
2-run single.
The outset, the fact that he's hitting
the Mets have the lead back.
This year.
This time more than one.
5-3. JD Martinez took his job, and look at what he's done today. Incredible.
Win 6-4.
First breakout season in the major
but
leagues.
More than 2 runs.
Mets,
this is perfect.
When you heard about this before, give up 2, fall behind in the bottom of the 5th, put up 3 here in the top half, and they may not be done yet. Look at that big 2-run triple in the second. 2-2. Now the pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground. Right side base hit. Right field. Nimmo is in. Vientos around third coming to the plate. The throw goes to third. 2-run score. Stopping at second is J.D.
2 more
with
runs.
a 2-run single. And the Mets have put up a 5 spot here in the 5th inning. They go in front of the Brewers 8-4.
8-4. Let's go.
Guys on base and 2 strikes. Where does he go? The other way. A little curveball, and he bounces it through a vacant hole. Everything JD does the other way. It just usually leads to success.
This is the inning for us. We're on fire.
Well, they were kind of catering to a young audience today. They served a walking taco in the press room to adults.
I don't know how you eat that and walk.
To adults. A Major League Baseball game.
It was disgusting. The 2-2 fastball, take it high, 3-2. I mean, I know we're in Milwaukee, which is the town where arteries go to die. But that's taking it to an extreme. You got national media here, and you're feeding them Alpo? That's basically what it was. 3-2 on the way, swung on and popped up, shallow center, Acuna out, Bader moving in, Bader's under it, but Acuna takes it instead, one man away.
Just quickly, for those who've never seen a walking taco, you're at a Friday night high school football game, you walk over to the concession stand, you give them $1, they take a Doritos bag, they open it up, they pour ground beef in there, tomato and lettuce, and go, enjoy. And you go, well, I guess there's nothing else to eat, so we'll have this. And they serve that to us tonight.
Believe that? It's a meal fit for a king. Here, king. Well, here's Jake Bowers, fouls the first pitch back to the screen, 0-1. The great Rodney Dangerfield, of course.
This place is funny. This town is funny with how they.
I'll tell you what.
They dress their dinner plates.
Yeah, the cardiologists are the ones that clean up in this town. I mean, they do anyway, but the 0-1 to Bowers, taken below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. They are the thriving players in Milwaukee, brought to you by ThriveWell Infusion, New York's premier infusion and injection center. Saving lives drip by drip. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. You couldn't find a healthy meal here if you walked around all day and night. 1-1 to Bowers. Check swing. He went around on appeal to third. Alan Porter charges strike 2.
I know our great friends at ThriveWell Infusion are thinking, man, we're going to get the playoffs. We're going to get a great read. We're going to get somebody with a big performance. And they get the Milwaukee cardiologist. Perfect.
Hey, you get creativity. You buy into this booth. You roll the dice, baby, because you never know what we're going to come up with. That's how we make friends and clients. Here's the 1-2 to Bowers. Taken low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, you don't get this stuff with John and Susan. This is material here. This is the big time. This is our jobs. They're the Mets fans. They're the ones making the noise. Here's the 1-2 to Terang. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Yeah!
Put it in the books. The New
It's
York
over.
Mets have come into
The Mets
Milwaukee
win the
and
ball
taken the
game.
opener of this best-of-3 wild card series. They fell behind early, but in 2024 Mets fashion, they didn't just come back. They came right back. Fell behind again, came right back once more, and the Mets are in the driver's seat here in Milwaukee.
In the driver's seat.
For the Brewers against Brian Stanek, nothing across. The final score, the New York Mets 8, the Milwaukee Brewers 4. Back
Oh, fight! Carrick!
Who's that?
Carrick! Yeah!
What did you
He destroyed him!
Carrick?
Carrick!
Oh, Carrick. Well, that was a short fight.
Yeah, he destroyed him.
Hardly lasted at all, though.
Yeah.
He was effective. He was throwing bodies, and here he got the attention of Carrick, and Carrick was not going to let him ignore it. Carrick leaned on a little bit, while he had something to say here. And why not? The fans in the front row. They don't mind it. Looked like they wanted to join in. There was that helmet. What a great look. See these guys just battling out there. On the first, a deflected shot. Zach Jones took the initial shot. This one dropped off in the Rangers slot. Eventually, we got another fight here.
Oh, another fight. Mackey.
Connor Mackey. Mackey getting the better of him right now.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting against?
I don't know. But another quick knockout.
Three fights in the game, and we're just getting started. Oh, Mackey
Who's
had an
that?
opportunity to put him in the lineup a couple games ago, and here he is getting involved physically in the
Laguerre.
defensive zone.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked upset there towards the midway through that fight. He was not going to let the tides turn. He's going to look at it here at Madison Square Garden. He's got sticks in the way. That's never fun as they get it out of the way. There, that's when he wasn't going to let him up.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch to him. Swinging a liner to left center field. That's a base hit.
Yeah! Marte's going home.
Alvarez's helmet went flying off as he rounded first, but he's aboard with an RBI single. The Mets are leading by a score of 2-1.
2-1.
They have come right back answering an opposition's run. Back to the top of the order for Lindor. And Montas Diaz swinging a high fly ball, fairly deep left center, shoots for a run. Taylor tags at third. Churiel makes the catch. Here comes Taylor. The throw goes to second. Holding at first is Alvarez. Sacrifice fly by Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, another guy home. 3-1.
The heat on these fragile Milwaukee Brewers.
It's kind of like the Home Alone 2 when they're in the hotel. We love you.
Did you really like Home Alone 2?
It's a good movie.
2-2 to Martinez. Breaking ball missed away. 3-2. A slider.
Please gotta walk.
As you can tell, around 40,000 ballpark umpires.
I mean, who doesn't like Home Alone 2? If you don't like Home Alone 2, what's wrong with you?
Differently than Chris Siegel.